welcome. Playoff edition of Third and Dad. Obviously, I'm Dad. This is my first son, Lorenzo. Second and third couldn't handle the playoff pressure, I guess. They're not coming down. They can't handle it, but we got to give credit where credit's due. Gabriel and Judea, second and third. They picked the Browns. I'm still stunned by that. I don't know how many people other than Cleveland Brown fans and Gabe and Judea honestly picked the Browns, and they did it with confidence. So let's talk about that game first. It's 7-0, 14 seconds in. Bria tells me. I'm like, wow, okay, this is interesting. By the time we turn the game on, it's 28-0. I'm blown away. This game's over. The Steelers wake up in the second quarter, but really, Baker Mayfield established himself in this game. I don't care what Colin Cowherd says. I don't care what the naysayers say. He has proven himself. He is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But here's the question. When they travel to Kansas City, the defending Super Bowl champions, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, do they really have a chance? Because Sammy Watkins already said, basically, they don't. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's playoff football, new season.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen.
That's right.
I mean, that's why they have a cap for the salary for that NFL. So it's not like the NBA where you can just stack your team. So
that's a great league.
Can happen. I like how the Browns offense is made. It's
smashing.
It's
balanced.
It's balanced. It's very
balanced.
balanced. It reminds me of the Titans offense, which worked very well this season, even though they got knocked out. I
picked that. That was my upset special. I got that.
But I like how their offense runs. I think if they start off how they played against Pittsburgh Steelers, they're gonna win. But I don't think I can see them winning against the Chiefs.
But there's one player who's going to take this very, very personal, and that's Kareem Hunt. And he's already made that well-known, and he is a game changer. Can he be the X factor in this game? If Kareem Hunt goes off, can he be the one that makes a difference, and maybe Cleveland somehow pulls it off?
Well, Kareem Hunt obviously should have a little
motivation.
Because the Chiefs, he was at his peak of his career. He was looking like the best running back in the league.
He did it to himself.
Yeah, he was looking like the best running, and they set out. I mean, they're doing fine without him. They won Super Bowl without him, but I think that definitely gives good intentions of why he would want to.
Yeah, it's personal. It's personal. He wants his game.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to see Cleveland beat Kansas City. I'm not a Kansas City fan. I'm happy they won it last year. Of course, obviously they want them to beat my team, the 49ers. But what I saw last year was Mahomes was the difference maker.
Yeah.
Can Cleveland come in, again, not the home field advantage they normally would have, but can Cleveland come in and really overcome Mahomes and all those weapons? I was thinking about it tonight. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to pick the Browns. I just think maybe this is a team of destiny, much like the Buffalo Bills. That's going to be my upset special. Not many people are probably going to pick it. They're probably double-digit underdogs. I'm sure they are. I'm going to pick the Cleveland Browns. They're going to do something special. That's what I'm going to say. I think it'll be a high-scoring, tons of offense. I think Cleveland wins it. Chiefs?
Yeah, I got to go with the Chiefs. But I do think it's going to be a shootout because none of their defenses are really
Pittsburgh and Cleveland ended up being a shootout. Just Pittsburgh was too far behind. All right, let's move on. So I have Cleveland in the upset. You're picking KC. Let's move over to the other AFC game we're super excited about. Saturday night, Lamar Jackson, I picked that upset. He had a great game last week, especially on his feet.
Amazing.
Over 100 yards rushing. He's another difference maker. Last week it was personal for them. They got it done. This week they go to Buffalo. Buffalo's defense did not look good. I was concerned. Offense, okay. Beasley played hurt, did well. Diggs, good game, great game. Their defense really concerned me. When I was watching, was it Jonathan Stewart kind of breaking tackles?
Jonathan Stewart. No, it was
Jonathan Taylor. I'm sorry. I think I'm going back.
Yeah, you're going back to the Panthers to like 2015.
Jonathan Taylor, thank you. Well, Jonathan Taylor, when he was breaking tackles the way he was, I was like, wow, there's no way they can beat. They cannot beat the Ravens if their defense doesn't play better this week. But here's what I believe is going to happen, and I'll turn it over to you. I think the Bills get it done, much like the Browns. They're at home. They have fans in there now. They're super excited about that. I got to see the Bills. I also believe Sean McDermott has such an influence on this team. I've watched a lot of post-game locker speeches from him. I see the way that the players respond to him, and they are on a roll. Yes, they didn't play that well last week. I think this week they play better. I think it's a very close game. Buffalo Bills go to the AFC Championship game against the Cleveland Browns. How about that? Two teams that have not been to a championship game in eons. Haven't made the playoffs. The Browns did in many years. So that's my championship game. What are your thoughts on Buffalo, Baltimore Ravens coming in?
As you said, they didn't play that great last week, but it comes down to they got it done. If you can get it done in the playoffs, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Move on. Move on.
What I liked about the Ravens, how they played last week, they contained Derrick Henry. They didn't.
Well, that was the key.
Let him do nothing.
They had 59 yards.
But you know what the Titans didn't do? They did not contain Lamar Jackson on the run. They didn't have a spy. They didn't have a spy watching him. They didn't have anything.
It's not easy to contain.
They let him.
Yeah.
But teams can contain him. They can.
Yeah, true.
I've watched teams where they've had a spy on him the whole game and he couldn't really run. Yeah. I think the Bills are gonna do that. I think they're gonna contain Lamar very well, and I think the Bills are going to win. I love how their offense is playing. I think their defense will step it up. As you said, Sean McDermott, he has a great
he's a great influence on the team.
He's
done tremendous.
I'm going to go with the Bills here.
Okay. So both of us like the Bills. We're not saying it just because they're 60, 70 miles west of us. We really believe the Bills are going to win. Let's go over to the NFC. Some interesting matchups. First of all, the Rams. Upset special. No one saw that coming. It's a backup quarterback. No one saw that. They go into Seattle. Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll. They win the game by 10 points. They put up 30. I did not see that coming. This week, they get to go to Green Bay, and Aaron Rodgers has had an MVP-type year. I'm not a Packers fan, but I'm going to be honest in my assessment. I can't see the Rams beating the Packers in Green Bay with the way Aaron Rodgers is playing and their offense just firing on all cylinders. I got to go with Green Bay to get the championship game.
Man, I don't know. I have no idea how the Rams pulled that off. No one. I don't think anyone.
That's Sean McVay's shining moment.
That is, and that's how you know he's a good coach.
He's a great coach.
He fits with the Rams. But Aaron Rodgers, the few games I've watched him play, I mean, he just seems unstoppable. He's getting older, but he's still performing
like a fine wine. He's aging, and he's aging very, very well. He's always getting better. He does. Much like Brady.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Green Bay. I cannot.
It's hard not to.
That was just a moment. I feel like they like
Browns and the Rams last week, then. But the Rams were definitely. Yeah.
I don't know.
If the Rams win this week, I can't see it either. We're both taking Green Bay. If the Rams win this week, you got to say something's up. I mean, this might be the team of destiny. I can't possibly see it happening. Both of us like Green Bay and Green Bay to get to the championship.
I feel like it was just one of those games where they came out on top. Just they
everything worked. Second string, Sean McVay. You got to give him credit. One last thing, Sean McVay. Some commentators talked about how they were looking forward to hanging out with Sean McVay. They thought they'd go out on the town, have this great time, and you know what he wanted to do? Just watch game film. Sean McVay is a football nut. He is a football nut, and he's a great football coach. Let's go to the last game and talk about this. Could you imagine, Dad? I'm 45. Can you imagine me going out throwing 40 touchdown passes here in the NFL? Well, these two guys, Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints and Tom Brady, 43 years old. Brees turned 42 this week. They're playing head-to-head matchup. The Saints have won the first two. It's unbelievable. I can barely jog a mile probably.
Yeah.
These guys are out there slinging 40 touchdown passes in the year at the age of 42 and 43. They're in the divisional playoff round. Tampa Bay has not done well this year against them, but I got to tell you, to beat a team 3 times in the same season is a very, very difficult thing to do. Tom Brady's the greatest of all time. Drew Brees is right there. I think Brady's the greatest of all time. I didn't think Tampa Bay played great against Washington, but Washington does have a great defense. I'm picking Brady. I'm picking Brady to do well, but I'm picking the Saints to win the game.
Yeah.
Now, when I say I'm picking Brady, I think he's going to throw three touchdowns, 4 touchdown passes, but I think the high-power offense of Taysom Hill, Drew Brees.
Creative offense. That's
creative, too. High power and creative. I got to take the Saints. But I think it's going to be, what a game to watch, these guys. The 40-year-old quarterbacks, the dad quarterbacks that are just put me to shame. Every time I watch them, I'm like, how do they do this? These guys are setting a new bar, much like Tiger Woods did in golf, with just being in the type of shape he was in, fitness-wise, just with his physique and everything else. You got to give them credit. They're two of the best of all time. I personally think Brady, you can't dispute, he is the greatest of all time. What do you think about this matchup?
Don't get me. I do think Tom Brady is the greatest of all time. I just think at this point in their careers, Drew Brees is. I think he's playing better than Tom Brady
He might be.
at this point.
He might be.
I mean, Tom Brady has been in the league longer. Or has
Brady's been healthier too.
Yeah. Yes,
he's got hurt.
You're right. Yeah, but I just think Drew Brees has been playing better than Tom Brady.
And they've been so close. The Saints have been so close the last few years getting to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have.
So close. The miracle in Minnesota, Stephon Diggs catch. Yeah, they've been so
pass
close.
Interference call.
The Rams, they've been so close.
I really want the Saints to win this. I think they will. Tampa Bay. I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be another. I think it'll be another shootout. Yeah, there's no.
I can't see the defenses stopping those offenses.
No.
Really.
I gotta go with Saints on this one. I think I want the Saints to win the Super Bowl personally. The Bills are Saints. I mean, that could be the matchup actually. I think that will be.
That's what I picked. So
Yeah.
this is what. So let's recap. We have as our divisional playoff winners in the NFC. We are taking the Saints over the Bucs. And we are also taking the Packers over the Rams. In the AFC, we're taking the Bills over the Ravens. We're different. You're taking KC, I'm taking the Browns. I know it's a long shot. But that's what we're predicting for our championship games next week. It'll be interesting, so interesting to talk about those divisional playoff games. We want to thank you so much for joining us for our playoff edition of Third and Dad. Like we said, second and third is not with us today. Maybe they'll be back for championship week next week. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. See you next time.